Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 9 of JUCO Journal. Need to shave. I was thinking about what should I make Wednesday, and I thought, I don't want everything to always be, serious. I mean, what does it say? All work, no play makes Jack a dull boy. So I wanted to make Wednesday something kind of lighthearted and fun. So I thought one thing I could do is talk about like I don't know movies, TV shows, music because I love consuming media. I don't know. I've watched a lot of movies. I watch shows. I listen to a lot of music. And I like to talk about that kind of stuff. And I think that the first thing I'll talk about is my favorite anime. And I mean, no one watches these anyways, so it doesn't really matter what I talk about. Um, My favorite anime, if I had to say right now, is Code Geass. And people always AOT Attack on Titan is amazing. It's awesome, but I think personally I enjoy Code Geass more, and I could debate it, but I don't really want to open that can of worms right now. But I really just love, and I actually want to get a tattoo of the Geass symbol. I don't know where I want to place it yet. I either want to place it like mid chest, below my neck, right, kind of where the bone is right here. What is it, your sternum? But I want to get the Geass symbol. Either that. I've thought about my left wrist because I want one on my right wrist, but thought that you could just put it in right there. That would look cool. But I mean, like that's how much I enjoyed this series, and I think it was like awesome. I loved it, and I've probably seen like 8 or 9 or 10 animes, and it's definitely my favorite by far. And it kind of sucks because compared to like JJK and Attack on Titan, the fan base isn't as like big or doesn't make as much content. I mean, like there's countless JJK and Attack on Titan edits, but I mean, you watch a Code Geass edit, and it's like it's always the same 3 clips over and over with like a different song, and sometimes it's pretty cool, but a lot of the times it gets very repetitive. And I think one of the reasons that I like the show so much, I don't really want to spoil anything talking about shows or movies, is I just loved how I think it has the greatest conclusion I've seen. And I really love how it concluded everything. Um, I really like how I don't think it's a spoiler to say he achieved his goal. Really like how he achieved his goal, and it felt very meaningful. And I think his sacrifice was like the greatest, like most meaningful sacrifice I've seen. A lot of people like to talk about Aaron's sacrifice, but I think just because of like the nuance of the ending and how kind of in a way nothing he did really matters. But I like how Lelouch's ending. He kind of he succeeds in creating a softer world, and I don't know. I loved how it ended. It felt like even though how it ended, he there was a lot of things he didn't get to do. I think that the ending had more closure, and I was left with less questions, and it just felt I don't know. I just liked the ending a lot more. It left me feeling way more satisfied. Um, but I guess that's about it for me. Like nerding out over Code Geass. Today. So today was the last day of summer workouts, and it was pretty good. The running was really tiring. It's one of those things where in the moment I was gassed, but I didn't struggle pushing myself through it. And at the end of it, I was glad I did it. Glad I made it through. I felt real good about myself. The lift was all right. We benched. I love bench, so that was always good. Um, and then I got equipment. I have an Axiom, but it's not in yet. I think it's going to be in within the next week hopefully early mid next week. So right now I'm using one of the school speed flexes, which I'm really glad I didn't get a bucket. There's a lot of guys who got a bucket, and we had guardian caps, and I think I got number 77, which it wasn't my first choice, but I'm not very upset about it. Um, I don't know. My number 75, the only thing it really meant to me, like beyond just being a number, was like carrying on, I guess, a legacy at my high school. Just, because my brother graduated and then I was straight into high school the next year. And I thought it was only fitting that we would wear the same number. But now, in college, different schools, I don't really have much meaning in my number. Maybe that's something I should, think about and try to find a number that means something to me. But I don't know. So after we got our equipment, I went and I put on one of those like compression boots. I did that for like 25 minutes, 25 30 minutes. That was very nice. Felt good. And now I'm here. Kind of just counting down the time till dinner. Probably gonna play some games with some of my friends tonight because we have tomorrow off because the fall guys are reporting tomorrow, so everything's gonna be busy. So there's no morning workout. We do have a team meeting where we'll get our schedule for fall camp, and then things are gonna really ramp up on Friday. So things are starting to get serious, and I'm going to pass the conditioning test. Confident. But that's about it for day 9. So thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you again.